have been personally involved in Interfaith over the last about 10 years. And to a large part, it was through a group called the Global Peace Initiative of Women, based in New York. The founder of that group, Dina Merriam, had organized the World Millennium Peace Summit of the United Nations in 2000, where they brought together more than 1,000 religious leaders together. Much of the current interfaith dialogue today has two biases. The first bias is that it is primarily Abrahamic traditions. So they bring the Christians, Jews and Muslims together, but all the other religions, and there are several dozen others, are completely ignored. Second bias is that in almost all religious dialogue you will find men representing the traditions. Very rarely you find women representing them. And so that's the second correction, where they consciously bring in not only women spiritual leaders, but also what they describe as the feminine aspect in the dialogue. You know, there's a masculine mode of dialogue, which is arguing, discussing in a very analytic way, but there's a more feminine approach to the whole dialogue itself, where you can feel and connect with each other and try to understand each other on a deeper level of even of experience. If you go to somebody who is mystic within those traditions, who has actually experienced those realities of what we call spiritual or mystic, and you bring them together and they communicate at a level which is not bound to words and differences of how we use words, you will find there is a spontaneous coming together of experience. And suddenly we realize we are sharing the same experience, sometimes with a different emphasis or slant, but often with a very different vocabulary. But at the level of experience, we connect and we experience our oneness and our togetherness, and suddenly the differences of all the religious systems, beliefs, books and words, vocabularies, they just fade away. And for me, these gatherings have been extremely important for this reason. Through them, I have actually learned to appreciate the depth of other religions, and because I could connect at the level of experience and see in them the same experiences that my own tradition has taught me, or which I have experienced through my own tradition, and I see how they come to it with a different form, different vocabulary, different approach perhaps, but the experience itself is the same.